Steve, what are your thoughts, your emotions? What was a really competitive game?
We didn't play well in the first half. We've got to own up to that. Nowhere near the level that we need to be in any Premier League game. Deservedly losing the game. And we didn't move the ball quick enough. We didn't play forward quick enough. When we did play forward, we didn't change the intensity again and take risks and become an attacking threat. And then without the ball, we lost too many duels. We lost too many races. We were too open. Made some poor decisions. Would force players into an area, let them come out, and the result was going the way the game was panning out. So half time. Came at a good time, obviously the weather as well, but that was the same for both teams. And we had to make it very clear that things needed to change if we wanted to get anything out of the game, and they certainly did in terms of commitment and the non-negotiables of competing. We obviously got a lot more territory, and we were in around Everton's final third, or our final third, without creating too many chances. But I felt like one would come. And we again set pieces. Yes, they had a couple of counter attacks and things like that. So we managed to get the equaliser, and then I thought if anyone was going to win, it would be us. We didn't manage the initial moments after equalising, but we were pushing again for a winner while trying not to get done on counter attack. So game that should have been better. Let's not hide away from that. But as it played, could have been worse, and we deserve no more than a point. I feel like we should have got a point after the second half, but we need to do better than the first half for sure.
Feels like in each game you've taken some positives. Feels like it's building towards that first win.
I didn't like the first half. I'm sorry to keep going on about it. I don't think we've had that before this year, because we've always need to show desire and we need to show competing and things like that. So I didn't like that, and I need to say that, and I keep repeating it. But the players do deserve credit, and you can go under when you play poorly, and maybe half time is as it is, and some teams can go and hide, and the game can go even worse. To be fair to the guys, they really got together and stood up to the challenge and did better in the game. Not brilliant, but did a lot better. So they deserve a bit of credit for that. But we're not. Nobody's walking out of here thinking that's at the level, because it's not. But I do like how we stuck together second half and we got something out of the game. And in a game when you play poorly, you can easily lose. It's a pity that there's other games like I'm still disappointed we didn't win at Palace, and the other games before we could have got something more than what we got. So today we got what we deserved. In other games I thought we could have done a bit. We could have been a bit more fortunate with getting results, but that's how it is, and we have to get on with it.
Quick word on Stephie Mavididi. 2 starts, 2 goals, but he was also a constant threat again. The second half in particular.
Well, second half he was. First half, like everybody, I've talked about that enough. Yeah, listen, I brought him off, and I understand the reaction. So again, and I didn't bring him off because he was playing poorly. I just felt he'd run his race. Well, he had run his race physically. You could see a couple of transitions and a couple of turnovers. Listen, he did brilliant for us in that second half, and he was the biggest threat in our team for sure. And that coincided with the set piece falling to him and scoring as well. So really, really pleased with him, really happy with him, and particularly in the second half. And listen, the change. I repeat, I understand the reaction from the supporters. I didn't want to make that change, but we had to because of his physical status, if you like. He'd run his race, and because he was getting so much joy, although it was fading a little bit, I just felt the fresh legs there and a like-for-like change with Abdul, and maybe we could have 1 or 2 moments in the dying stages that could have created another chance, and that was that. But really pleased with Stephie in his performance. The change was not performance related; it was physical. He'd run his race, and I would do it again in that moment in time. But we're really happy with him.
Quick word on the conditions. That felt pretty unique, pretty biblical as well for all concerned.
I've never experienced anything like that. I'm in my 3rd outfit. It was the same for everybody. Nobody was at an advantage or disadvantage from it, apart from half time. Come at the better time for us than them, I think. And I think half time ended up being 21, 22 minutes because of the safety of the players. And second half just felt like heavy rain. It might have been worse, but the end of the first half was tough.
Busy kit man, had to get everyone changed and back out again.
Not the greatest day for him either, but the staff here are brilliant, and and they really commit to the jobs. But they won't want many other days like today, that's for sure.